Coming out of this game, it's obviously we started fast. I think we scored 5 touchdowns in the first 5 possessions. We were able to run the ball effectively, which is something we wanted to do this game. And we obviously won the turnover battle, and I think we took advantage of most of the turnovers. So I thought we did a good job there. So just some quick observations. Open up for questions.
Dave, over here. I would have said right or left, but it'll take me a minute.
Take me a minute too.
Can you talk about the importance of Tyler O'Connor? Obviously he's played a lot of Damien Terry, but he comes in 4 or 5, gets in a rhythm, scores a touchdown. The importance of him sticking around into this program.
I think it says a lot for Tyler O'Connor, first of all, as far as being a team guy, but I think it's very important for us as an offense. Obviously, he's got some experience around here. Probably doesn't have a ton of game experience, and that's what we're trying to get him to, but he certainly has been in the program for a long time, so he knows what to do, and we feel pretty good about him. So it's reassuring to have him sitting on the sideline there ready to step in if need be in a critical situation.
You average 5.6 yards a carry during this game. Can you just talk about that emphasis? Because a lot of the linemen this week were talking about they wanted to get back to running the ball and making a statement like that. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's something offensive linemen always want to hang their hat on, being able to run the football, and with what happened in the second half of the Oregon game and not being able to run the ball as well as we needed to, I think those guys wanted to sort of bear down and reemphasize that need to run the football, and that's what we came in this game wanting to do. Still wanted to mix it up a little bit, but we wanted to run a little bit of power football, and it's good to be able to do that, and it's good for our offensive linemen to be able to come off the ball and enjoy a game like this.
Dave, you and Coach D'Antonio have talked about wanting more mobility out of the quarterback. You obviously was a point of emphasis today. How much does that make you better as a team moving forward if you can continue to see that?
I think it's critical that our quarterback is able to move in the pocket and drop back pass and scramble and create and stretch plays out a little bit. Connor's been fairly good at that for the most part through his career, and we try to implement a little bit of quarterback run game in here as well, which I think is it's good stuff. As long as quarterback's going north and south and getting positive yards, it's something we did some of last year, and getting into it a little bit here this year. So I think it's good stuff. Just got to execute.
Dave, to your last, is this the kind of performance that can elevate Delton Williams on the depth chart?
I don't know. I don't think that our depth chart there at running back position between 2 and 3 is really important. I think there are different types of backs. Nick Hill obviously is, even though he's not very big, he's more of a scat back. He does have some pretty good power, but certainly Delton is the bigger banger type running back. And I think they both have their place, so I don't really see the need to say he's 2, he's 3. I think they're part of us week in and week out, and they'll both play.
Dave, can you talk a little about using Brandon Clemens on both sides of the ball today? What kind of things did you see from him on the line? And also talk about the depth that you guys were able to use, especially receiver, running back. I mean, did you get the work that you wanted out of the backups?
With Brandon Clemens, I think we moved him over to provide some depth in camp, and he's back and forth, which is tough on him. And but to his credit, he does a great job of it, a fantastic job of being in there. So it's good for him. It's good for us for him to have that flexibility. Overall, with the running backs and wide receivers, I think they all got a chance to play. And we say over and over, when you get your opportunity, show what you can do. And unfortunately, we didn't throw the ball a whole lot in the second half, so our receivers, we'll have to go back and look and see how well they blocked, probably as much as anything. But I think looking at our running backs, I think our running backs performed very well. So pleased overall, and glad to get those guys in, and happy for them that they had a chance to experience, getting out there and supporting the stadium.
When was the last time you used 5 quarterbacks in a game without an injury?
I don't think ever.
I'm curious, Pat's talked about a little bit, but the balance of keeping your starters in, maybe especially with Connor, and keeping them fresh and getting them enough work against getting some of the younger guys in, getting that experience. What was your thought process?
Well, I think, as we started off pretty fast, I think we started rotating some guys in there early. I think, we never took guys out in the first half with the idea that you're done. I think we put other guys in there to keep guys fresh, and then, you know, rotated them back in. Jeremy Langford came out, and one back in, came out again, one back in. Same thing with quarterbacks and receivers. So, you know, we got a long season in front of us, and I think the smart thing to do is how we played it out today, is give those guys. Neat thing, those other guys that practice, you know, some walk-on kids that never get the opportunity to play in Spartan Stadium, and they got that opportunity today, and I'm happy for those guys.
Coach, McGarrett King seems to be multi-dimensional. What did you think of his day?
Well, McGarrett Kings he's always been that way. I thought he had a very good game, obviously, returning punts. He's a guy you can throw to, hand off to, you know, as he's in motion. So we're excited about him as we always have been. And, you know, he's a guy you got to get the ball to, you know, during the course of the game. You got to pinpoint him and make sure he's getting the ball because he can make things happen.
Any other questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, can you just talk about play calling when it's a situation where you're clearly not trying to score points, but still trying to get offense? Because you didn't take a knee till late,
Right.
but your offensive play calling did seem to take the score into consideration, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, that's a smart thing to do. I mean, we threw the ball 3 or 4 times, probably the second half is about all. But we were running the ball, and you know, obviously we kept it between the tackles for the most part, a little bit in the perimeter, but it was conservative, but it was our offense. You know, it was our offense, and it was you know, some backup guys out there towards the end executing.
Anything else for Dave? Thanks, Coach.
Okay,